going on, people? It's your boy Tops back again for another Tops in the Morning show. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys smash the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel, T-Channel Sports, the home of sports. And yeah, let's get into some of the today's news. Obviously, just talking about Arsenal's interest in Rodrigo. Are they going to continue it? That is the massive question here. And yeah, obviously this article kind of sums up what's gonna happen. It says Rodrigo, Arsenal still in the market to sign as left-sided forward this summer, but a deal will require either Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli to depart. It has been claimed. So it's looking like we're going to have to sell one of these players. And for me, we need to sell one of them anyway, because again, I feel like you've got to particularly choose between Trossard signing a new deal, staying on if you want to keep him, or with 1 year left, try and make some money back on him. If you can try and get the money that we pay for him or a little bit more, then that will be obviously be good business, and you can kind of move on. He vacates the space in that left-hand side, and then you can try and bring in someone of better quality to try and come in there and really take a claim of the first team spot. It goes on to say Andre Berta and Mikel Arteta have been working hard to get the business done as the Gunners look to amount another Premier League title charge. 3 players have come through the Emirates store so far: Kepa Arrizabalaga, Martin Zubimendi, and Christian Norgard making the move. That's obviously been official. It's looking like Madueke will get obviously announced soon as well. More are expected to follow. Noni Madueke is closing in on a £52 million. I still can't believe it's that much, but yeah, switch from Chelsea. While Victor Gyökeres and Christian Mosquera are anticipated to sign from Sporting and Valencia, the Gunners are working on a £63.8 million move deal for Gyökeres, while Mosquera is on course to arrive for £17 million. So obviously that's all in with both players as well. So yeah, they're looking like they're going to try and make a big kind of summer signing. Man, big up Finn. Good morning, mate. Good morning. I hope you're well, my guy. I hope you're good. Make sure you smash up the lights, people. And big up Darren as well, man. Big up yourself, my bro. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. Hope you are well on this Tuesday morning where I'm at. Big up Arsenal fans as well. Hope you're good, my guy. Big up 7 on DR. So big up spot Tops and the chat. Fire emoji. With the transfers we made so far, Arteta better coach this season like the rent is due if he loves getting his 15 mil a year salary. 100% the pressure is on, bro. Like, again, you've been given another plethora of money, like nearly 200 mil already. And again, you're looking at maybe potentially signing another attacker. So yeah, I agree with you, bro. Like, there's no room to hide. Even you getting Madueke was up to you. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. I said, big up Ray. Hello, world champions has entered the chat. Big yourself up, obviously. Congratulations, Chelsea fans. They've won the Club World Cup, beating PSG. Got to just say congrats. Can't really hate, to be fair, because yeah, you deserve to win the game and the tournament. So yeah, enjoy it, man. For 4 years, you're going to be the world champions. Please buy that cap. Thanks. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Big up yourself, Darren, man. Hope you're good. How are you feeling? All right, man. I'm feeling good, bro. Feeling good. Obviously, early in the morning where I'm at. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're going to have a good day as well. Make sure we have a positive and good day. Going forward, man, obviously just getting on to the article. It says that would make it 6 first-team incoming transfers, while there is a chance Arsenal might add a 7th in the form of a left-sided attacker. The Gunners are going to need to sell first. So there's been a few articles now saying that, and I did have a worry about this. This is why I'm so against the Madueke deal happening right now, because I had a feeling that once we get these signings over the line, we're going to have to start selling some players, man, because yeah, we've got in 6 players, but we've not sold anyone. So that is definitely a concern. We need to start selling some players to try and get some incoming sales back in. You look at the likes of Chelsea selling their players when they've done extremely well. Obviously, getting rid of Madueke. Petrovic is on his way out as well. They're going to be selling some more other players as well. So yeah, we need to kind of do the same, man. We need to kind of shift out these kind of players like Zinchenko, possibly Kivior if he wants to leave, and all these other kind of players, Fabio Vieira, Lokonga, etc., to try and get some income into the door. But he says, according to journalist Ben Jacobs, Arsenal still hold a genuine interest in Rodrigo, Gordon, and Rafael Leao, but a move for any of them will require either Trossard or Martinelli to depart. Now, he doesn't actually mention Eze here, and again, the kind of feeling with obviously all the journalists was the fact that Eze could be bought without a sale. It didn't affect the Madueke deal, etc. Hopefully that's still the case. Hopefully we can still bring him in before we start selling some players, because I feel like, again, if you bring him in, that means you've got 3 attackers, new attackers into the start of the season, and potentially you could get another one, and then we definitely would have to start selling then. That would be 7 players in with no actual departures, which is very excessive. So yeah, I think we need to get that one done, because I don't want it to be a case where you're kind of waiting on, and a lot of people have said it about potentially waiting to the end of the deal. But for me, I don't understand how that would make sense, for the simple fact that the release clause does end in the middle of August, which would mean you'd have to negotiate with Crystal Palace for a normal kind of fee, which you would assume they're going to be wanting X amount more than the 68 million release clause in it. So yeah, hopefully we kind of get some kind of progress on that in the coming days. It says Arsenal squad spent $1 billion now. 1 trophy is expected on now. Versus what are trophies expected or what for Super Duper Mixers, right? Listen, trophies have been expected on my end, bro. I've been saying that he needed to win a trophy for the last 2, 3, 4 years. Do you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he hasn't won one is he's not good enough at all, considering the amount of money he's spent and the time he's had with the players. And he's got all of his players that he actually wanted to keep. So yeah, bro, it's been time, man. And again, if he doesn't deliver, then I don't understand how anyone could even justify keeping him, man. If I'm being honest, because again, that'll be 6 years now with nearly $1 billion spent, like you said, with the one manager, and he wouldn't have won any kind of majors part from the FA Cup he won in 2020. So yeah, it's crazy. Big up 7 on DR says, well, all the excuses these top gooners are making for their manager, why don't they also blame the other teams for letting us finish second? Because we don't want to improve. Yeah, for sure. Literally, man. Like again, it's one of those ones where it's like and this is the most frustrating thing, bro. Like. Well, we're so close in terms of we're finishing second with no actual recognized striker, man. If we actually got a proper striker, got some proper forward to go and help Saka as well, we actually could win the league. that's the most frustrating thing about it, innit? But it's like you won't go the extra mile to actually get it done. So that's also that's why getting Gyökeres in, because it's actually a change in terms of actually getting a proper number 9, someone that wants to score goals in the squad, in the starting lineup, bro. Something we've not had during this whole time of challenging for the Premier League. We've had makeshift strikers every season. So yeah, we'll make a nice little change, but now maybe that's the change we need to try and get over the line. However, I still don't think we need to stop there in terms of getting attacking signings. I think we still need to get a attacking midfielder that can play in the 10-8. If it's Morgan Rogers or Eze, which one? Obviously, I prefer Eze, but if you get one of them in, that would obviously be ideal. And then, yeah, going on to the left-hand side, we need a left starting winger for sure. Big up Arsenal fans says, I'm having a good day, just in a boat. Okay, fair enough. Big yourself up. Big yourself up, man. Man, so good morning, Tactics 2K, man. Hope you're well, hope you're good. Hope you're well, my guy. It's crazy. The fans' expectations is higher than the football club. It should be the opposite. Yeah, 100%, bro. It should be the football club driving down the fact that we want to win. And then the fans are like, raw, these guys actually really want to win and take it a step further, man. But again, I agree, man. I feel like it's always the fans demanding the club actually do what's required, bro. And this season, again, when you look at us, what we've done, again, we've got in 6 signings, but we're actually trying to just cover up all the mistakes we made in the previous windows. When you think about it, man, we've needed a backup to Saka for 3 years now. We've needed an attacking midfielder since Fabio Vieira didn't work out. We bought him 3 years ago. You look at the left-hand side, Modric was wanted 3 years ago, so we're just getting a replacement for that. And then the striker we've needed since Jesus did his knee injury. So again, 3 years ago as well. So these are all signings that we should have done at least within the last 3 years. We're just doing it all in one window. Well, we're trying to do it all in one window. So when you look at it like that, yeah, man, I feel like we definitely got away with certain things for sure. It says, Nani, are you okay? Nani, are you okay? Are you okay, Nani? You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Ow! Oh my days, man. Big up races. Arteta has nowhere to hide, no excuses, no injuries, no referees. Yeah, I agree, bro. No excuses. No excuses, man. He has to deliver now. He has to deliver. This club is a joke, man. Scamming second and not improving the team to win. Bro, you know what? I was thinking about it as well. I was having a conversation with a couple of my Arsenal friends as well. Bro, that last summer window was absolutely abysmal, bro. That was so bad in terms of getting literally one game away from winning the title, and then you rock up with Sterling on loan and Neto on loan. That's the kind of window you drive up for us. Marino and Calafiori, absolutely scandalous, man. Like it just shows that they don't really care about winning, innit? They're just okay about just getting top 4 or whatnot. Because yeah, that was crazy. But he goes on to say Rodrigo has been the center of transfer speculation for most of the summer, as rumors continue to circulate surrounding his Real Madrid future. Meanwhile, Arsenal have been long admirers of the Newcastle United's Gordon and AC Milan's Leao. Listen, I'll take either one of those, bro. I'll take Leao for sure. Definitely an improvement on a Martinelli and whatnot. So that's explosive. And he probably will be cheaper than a Rodrigo, bro. Listen, I just want someone that's going to be a starting left winger in there. That's obviously better than Martinelli, better than Trossard, man. So, yeah. But if the Gunners want to push ahead to sign either of the left-sided trio, then Trossard or Martinelli are going to have to leave. Both players have been important during the last couple of seasons. Trossard has attracted interest from Bayern Munich, Fenerbahce this summer. The 30-year-old scored 10 goals, provided 10 assists in 56 games for Arsenal, but he could be sold up to free up space and room. Listen, if Trossard has to get sacrificed, then so be it, man. He's only got 1 year left. Doesn't look like he's going to sign a new contract. He's 30 years of age. Sorry, he's probably going to decline. So yeah, man, I'm all for it. If that's the way we got to go, that's the way we got to go, man. Reports have suggested that it's Fenerbahce who are leading the race. However, after talks with Jose Mourinho, who's reportedly able to convince Trossard of his vision and project, Trossard is said to have agreed personal terms on a £20 million move to Fenerbahce. It would be another statement of intent from Fenerbahce, who have also signed Duran and Archie Brown already this summer with Amrabat. Has made his loan a permanent move. Marco Asensio is expected. Bro, they're signing some good players, man. They're actually back in Marino, to be fair. Duran, Asensio, Archie Brown, potentially Trossard as well. These are some nice, good Premier League proven players, some of them. So, yeah, man. They're actually doing their thing. I can't even lie. As for Martinelli, Bayern reportedly expressed an interest in signing him last month. The 24-year-old chipped in with 10 goals, 6 assists in 51 appearances last season, and has just 2 years left on his deal. And that's a very good observation as well, man. Like, he's someone that, are you going to extend his deal? He's only got 2 years left as well. Potentially, you might have to just sell him as well, man, because I'm just thinking about it. He's already on 180 grand a week. He's not warranted a pay rise. No way near. You can't be giving him over 200 after the performance he's been putting in. And this is the kind of issue when you put these guys on huge money who you don't have an actual history of them performing week in, week out, season in, season out at a top high level. If they drop off, man, and their contract comes down, you got to just end up selling them, because there's no way you can justify putting him, for example, on 250 after the last 2 seasons he's performed that. He's way too much money. So we might have to end up selling both, bro. I can't even lie. I just deep that, man. 2 years left. Unless he's going to be on the same money and extend his contract, which I doubt. No one ever does that. It's very rare they do that, footballer. So yeah, it's going to be a sticky one still. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see with that, man. Big up everyone that's tuned into the chat, man. Make sure you guys like what the video and subscribe to the channel. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Sorry, I need to get back to the comments. It says questions. Question is a domestic cup, or let's say a domestic double, good enough to keep the man in the job? Because to me, he's way past that stage with the time he had. Listen, bro, if you would have asked me this time last season, I was saying, give me a League Cup, give me an FA Cup, just give me something to get the team to obviously accustomized to winning trophies, because it's been so long since we've done that. But, bro, after he didn't win anything last year and he's not won anything for the last 5 years, this season, he has to win a major, bro. He has to, bro, especially when you've got the striker in now. You got to win the Prem or the Champs. I'm sorry. He's got to be one of those two. FA Cup, League Cup ain't cutting it. I can't lie. Like, just winning that, nah, it's not good enough, bro. So, yeah, if you're going to set us up to a certain kind of level and degree of trying to get us to a certain level, and then you're coming short just every single time, but then now's your opportunity to get your striker in and get potentially another forward in, and then you still come up short in the league and the Champions League, which is what you're trying to win for the last 4 or 5 years, then nah, yeah, you gotta be moved on, man, in my opinion. But yeah, big up Arsenal fan says good morning. Big up Chanson, my brother. What you telling me, man? It's been a minute. It says we still need a left mid and a CM. Odegaard isn't the one. He's more of an 8. Listen, bro, this is why I feel like Eze is the crucial guy, because he's someone that can play on the left wing, on the left 8, can play attacking midfield as well in the 10. He's someone that can play in all 3 positions, man, and at a high level as well. So, yeah, he would be very, very key. I think Odegaard, to be that kind of rotational player, someone that can potentially come on off the bench is fine. But, yeah, I think Odegaard's obviously performances last season was very poor. He definitely needs to step it up. And I think getting that competition for him will definitely improve his overall performance, because he will then know, bro, if I don't step it up, I'm going to be on the bench, and Eze is going to be taking my shine, man. And that's kind of the competition you kind of need. I feel like, again, with Saka, kind of something similar. You need someone that can potentially come in and maybe even, obviously, when he's getting injured or he's a bit tired, you can come in and replace him and do a decent job. So, yeah, I 100% agree, bro. But big up yourself, Chanson. Hope you're well. It says, no thanks to Liao. Scrub, says Darren. Listen, I rate him, man. I think he's all right, you know. Big up 7 DR on DR. Says the wrong Neto on loan, and then he also had a comfy 50k a week to try and catch a ball outside your box. 100%, bro. Man played one game and had a bozo moment in the game, and we'll never see him ever again, bro. Honestly, man. Edu, man. Blood on your hands, bro. Big up BBK Sports, my brother, man. Go over and subscribe to him, doing good things on his channel, of course. BBK, big up Tops, man. Big up yourself, my guy. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're good. Big up ST as well. Big up Tops and the chat. Big up ST, my guy. Come on, G. Hope you're well. Big up the chat, says BBK Sports, man. Come on, bro. Hope you're good, my guy. Hope you're good. Big up Edits, man. It's been a minute. I ain't seen you in time. What's going on, bro? I really hope City sort out the Livermental deal, bro. It's been a minute, man. How you feeling? Obviously, you lost to Crystal Palace, and yeah, you lost to you lost the Club World Cup as well. It's crazy. I said Neto was a madman. Brother, he was crazy, man. I don't know what Eddie was thinking. Imagine getting a cup-tied goalkeeper and he's your second keeper, and you need him for the cups. That's crazy. That's going to be one of the worst signings in terms of logistics I've ever seen in my life. That one and the Kim Kallstrom one, where we needed a midfielder, and he came in with a broken back. Them two there, yeah, hand in hand. I'm telling you, hand in hand. Big up, bro, says Darren. Big up yourself every single time. Big up, Darren, man. Come on. Big up, Martin. Good morning. Big up Carlos, he says, are you going to win the league though? You never stand on business and say what you're going to win. So are you going to win the league and the Champions League? Not what he has to do. Bro, the thing is with me, yeah, obviously, I don't think he's good enough to win the Champions League or Premier League. So no, I don't think he's good enough. This is why I want him gone, innit? But we have to still do it. Like, this is why I predicted us to win the league last year, because it's like, bro, you've had 2-3 years getting second. You've got to win it. Like, you have to win it. There are your objectives. You've got to win it. Whether I think he's good enough to win it, I still don't think he's good enough to win it. I think we need a better manager in it. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, some people agree, some people disagree, but obviously he's still in the job. So again, you've still got to give him the same objectives of if it was a manager you do rate in it. So yeah, he needs to win it, man. He needs to win it. He needs to win it, man. After Gyökeres, Arteta has no more excuses. He has to win the league this season. Listen, I agree, bro. He has to win it, man. Like, he has to win it. For sure. Morning chat, London is blue, says Carlos. It says, yeah, I agree. Last season was operational save, the domestic cups. Now it's operation coach like the Renters do. Listen, he's got to win the big ones, man. He's got to win the big ones for sure. If we sign Livramento, we win the league. What about your centre backs though, edits, man? Because again, there's a lot of obviously question marks on if you're going to keep Ruben Diaz and all these kind of guys. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those ones, bro. We'll have to wait and see. Liao is a ball-carrying winger. He'd cook in the Prem. That's who you should have got instead of Nani. Yeah, I know, man. The thing is, it probably would have cost the similar amount of money as well. You spend the 52 all in. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll have to ask Colin how much probably Liao would even go for, man. Maybe probably, what, 60 million pounds, something like that, round about that region. So you're only paying an extra 8 or 9 here or there to get probably a player that's going to be doing what Nani's going to be doing, but at a higher quality, man. So yeah. It says, congratulations, bro. About to your superior club's performance, says Darren. Look at this, man. Oh, damn me. It's crazy. Big up Darren for landing it. It's early conference league, beat the champions of Europe. I can't wait for Colin. Oh, you know, man. That's obviously coming later on, 6:30 tonight, man. Make sure you guys set your notification bell for the Arsenal and Chill show with me and Colin. That should be good. Big up bold statements. He says, the most scandal in the team Mike Bin Laden. Mike Bin Laden out of nowheres, man. Eddie Howe, what do you think about him on the Mutant Challenge buzzing? Mike Bin Laden out. Well, I'm guessing you're a Newcastle fan, and wow, you don't rate Eddie Howe like that. That's crazy. You know what? I feel like he's done a decent job. I think with Newcastle, obviously the kind of bridge now you need to do is kind of get that strong squad to really compete in the Champions League and the Premier League. Because again, I feel like you've got some of the components to do it. I feel like you got a really good midfield. Obviously, your strikers obviously excellent, one of the best in the league. But then there's certain elements, maybe the goalkeeper needs changing, maybe another centre back or something. I think you got really good fullbacks. I think you got a really good team. But I think you just need a bigger squad. Like, you definitely need players that can come in, and then the obviously harder said than done, of course, but I think you need like some more midfielders that can come in, and obviously the quality doesn't drop massively, especially with your forward line as well. I think Harvey Barnes is a very good squad player, so is Jacob Murphy, but again, I feel like them as your squad players and obviously 2 top wingers. I don't know if Alanga's going to be it, but yeah, Anthony Gordon is a good player as well. I think you got a good team, man, to be honest with you, but yeah, I think you probably needed some more investment. Ekitike could be the one, man. It could be the one for sure. It could be the one for sure, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Big up Darren says, you lot did a madness, bro. Maresca played a masterclass of a match. PSG was totally outfoxed and looked basic. Yeah, bro, they did a very good job, to be fair, tactically. And yeah, they deserve to win the game, man. They were all over them, to be honest with you. I gotta be honest, man. They're all over them. Liao had a stupid 160 million pound release clause, which nobody is touching. Is that the case? Okay, I thought that you could have negotiated maybe it down to under 100, but yeah, if it's that price, then yeah, he's just gonna stay there, innit? If they're not gonna be willing to negotiate for sure. It says the most scandalous coach is I already said that, but big yourself up. Big up Chanson. He says that Liverpool are going to win the league. Isak will be leaving Newcastle this season as well. I wonder where he goes. Yeah, it's bro. I know there's a report saying. I know David Ornstein put out a report saying, oh yeah, Ekitike is going to be playing with Isak. This is the oldest trick in the book. I seen the same thing at Arsenal when we got in Giroud, and it was, yeah, Giroud's going to play with Van Persie. Everyone knew, and the dog knew. This guy's coming in to replace him. We're not going to get another striker in for him to be second fiddle, because we didn't play 4-4-2 at the time. It was always going to be replaced the existing striker we had, and this is going to be exactly the same, man. Whether it's this season or next season, Isak is going to be leaving, man, because again, it's going to be a lot of money they're invested in, 70 or 80 million euros or whatever for Ekitike. And it's a player that's similar style to Isak as well. Yeah, I think that just kind of confirms that within the next 12 months, he's going to be leaving. Now, it does look like, again, now Arsenal got their striker. It's going to be Liverpool, man. Which, again, if they get Isak, man, it's a wrap. I think they're going to win the league now anyway, personally. But yeah, it's a wrap, man. It's going to be a wrap for sure. It says, and you never know which Leao is going to turn up in the match. Man, too temperamental. Yeah, so there's a lot of obviously questions about is it inconsistency in games. Like there's some games you see for Portugal, it's very electric. Like the Nation League's final, man. He was ripping. I can't remember who the fullback was now. He was ripping them a new one, bro. He was just all over them, getting free kicks, whatever, getting to dangerous positions. But then you see him in other games where he just doesn't do anything. Like he's just non-existent in it. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It says, what's going on, people? What's going on, people? Man, fair play to Eddie Howe, but a better manager can have you challenging for the title with a few more investments. Yeah, you know what? I feel like with Eddie Howe, I'm yet to see him like make that leap forward into that kind of challenging, obviously your Liverpool's, Arsenal's, Man City's, whatever, that kind of upper echelon of teams. Whether he can do it or not, I don't know. I don't know whether it's a thing where it is a recruitment issue where his squad is just not big enough to kind of maintain being in the Champions League and the Prem, or if you just need a better manager. I think time will tell, especially if you do make some investments. It looks like you are this season. If you get Ekitike and Elanga, that's two forward signings you've really obviously spent a lot of money on and improved. So yeah, that'll be definitely something to keep an eye on for sure. It says, yeah, Leao is hot and cold. Yeah, very inconsistent for sure. But yeah, big up ball statement. It says 839 million for double, man. Double needs Championship League trophies for these Mike Bin Laden to get a chance. Will likely suck these dumb managers. Mike Bin Laden, good morning, people. Good morning, bro. Hope you're well. How is the better manager? LOL, says Darren. Big up, Chris, man. Hope you're well. Big up, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're well, my guy. Hope you're going good. I said, exactly, my bro. He's going to Liverpool. Yeah, I think it's pretty certain that that's the only kind of team I can see him going to as well. They need a striker as well. They want to sell Nunes. I think it just makes sense for him to go there. And yeah, if they get him, man, it could be a long day, bro. Big up Arsenal domination. Big up Dom, bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Morning all. Also, we need to make some sales next to clear the squad place and get some income in. But I think Martinelli sale, despite trust our talk, might need to come in to get Rodrigo and Eze. So do you think so we need to sell what, both of them to get them in, or one of them to get both of them in? I was hoping, like I said, that again we'd get Eze in first, but I agree, man. I think we need to be selling some of the players anyway. So it's just one of those things where do we wait till the end of the window to try and get some of these late additions in, or is it a case where we can try and negotiate at the same time, try and get in someone like Eze and obviously sell at the same time to try and make them coincide with each other so it's a bit quicker? I don't know, but yeah, I think obviously I was on your man there, True Gunn's channel with you before, and you're talking about finances and obviously also being able to afford all these kind of signings in one window. It is going to take some massive departures, which is understandable, really, because again, we've not really been a great selling club for the last 10 years or whatever. So yeah, I agree. I think we're going to have to sell some of our players, some of the kind of players that don't have a key future at the club, and really get some income in, so then we can spend some more for sure. But yeah, big up yourself, bro. I hope you're well, and you have to let me know who you think we're going to sell and how much you think we can get them for, because again, Trossard's been touted for 20 mil. Can we get even 50 for Martinelli if it's not Bayern Munich? Is he going to want to go to Saudi? I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. Says I don't fear Liverpool. Big up Chanson. Come on, G. Big up Chanson every single time. But yeah, no way. Newcastle paying 70 for Ekitike to sit on the bench, which shows Isak or Gordon are leaving to balance the books. Yeah, I mean, the people forget they had obviously PSR issues last season, didn't they? That's why they had to sell Anderson to Nottingham Forest for what, 30 mil or 35 mil or whatever it was, on one of the last kind of PSR days where you needed to try and get some income in to try and avoid any kind of penalty. So yeah, to go from that to now being able to spend willy-nilly, sorry, without any kind of major sales, I don't know, man. It seems a little bit suspect. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for sure, because it could be Gordon, man. Obviously, Arsenal have been linked. Liverpool have been linked with a left-sided winger if they sell Luis Diaz as well. So yeah, you could argue one of those kind of key players may be on their way out for sure, man. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for it. It says we need to talk about football coach, man. We could sign all the star players, quality players, sorry, but again, Arsenal here signing backups. Eggs over meat, Arsenal joke. Eggs over meat is funny. But yeah, listen, we only really signed one starter. Well, we don't even sign him yet officially, which is obviously Gyökeres and Zubimendi as well, to be fair. Those kind of two. And yeah, the backups were needed, but again, for me, we needed two more. We need two more. We need a starting kind of attacking midfielder /8 or whatever, which would be the Eze deal, and then we need a left-sided winger, bro. So yeah, still much more work to do, in my opinion, for us to really be a force in the league. But we shall see. Chelsea are in the market for another winger and a centre back. The champions of the world are monitoring. You just wanted to say champions of the world. Rodrigo, Rogers, and Saliba. This guy, man, I swear, that's a Saliba, you know. Big up Tactics 2K, so I don't think we get Rodrigo and Eze. I think it's one or the other. Rodrigo is going to be expensive, both in fee and wages. Yeah, I agree, man. I think this is why I think people are so much against the Madueke deal, because you just knew it was going to affect one of those kind of players that we were linked with, man, because you're not going to spend 52 on a guy and then spend a load of money on other players. So that's where the massive frustration came into. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be probably as if we get anyone else. I think it would probably depend on sales now, which is obviously disappointing, but yeah. But we'll see, man. We'll see actually what happens, bro. Carlos, I believe Chelsea is coming for something special this season, man. Arsenal in the trenches. Mike Bin Laden out, the only savior. Carlos by Canate. Yeah, and listen, he's got a year left. It doesn't look like he's going to stay at Liverpool, bro. There is definitely an opportunity for that, for sure. I think you get Eze instead of Rodrigo. I feel Rodrigo will go to one of Liverpool, City, PSG, or Bayern. Not a bad shout, man. Not a bad shout, for sure. Not a bad shout, for sure, man. Rodrigo can't leave Real Madrid, in my opinion. The fact they don't play 4-3-3 to fit him is a scandalous to me. And listen, they're definitely catering. And this is why I said about Xabi Alonso. How long is he actually going to stay at Real Madrid for? Are they actually going to give him time to obviously change his tactics? And are the players going to buy into what he's doing? Because again, you look at the kind of, not even egos, but the kind of type of players they've got. They're not kind of guys that are going to be pressing off the ball. These are kind of guys that you need to kind of just navigate towards a Champions League. Like Ancelotti used to do. Ancelotti was great at getting really good top players and just saying, go out and play kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know if Alonso suits this obviously style of players that they've got. But when it comes to obviously Real Madrid, yeah, it's one of those ones where you got to think like there's going to be a lot of pressure on him to obviously deliver a La Liga title, especially after Barcelona won it. They got knocked out of the Champions League quite early on for their high standards last year, so they're going to be expected to probably get to the final and win it. So yeah, man, there's a lot of pressure on him already in his first season. So whether the players can adapt to his obviously change of formation and style of play, I'm not too sure, bro, if I'm being honest. But we shall see. I said 2 injury prone like Fofana, Anthony Silva or Hater, I'll take. He's another one. Hato is definitely a guy that has got some massive potential. It says, Bold is Arsenal fan, man. I'm saying Arsenal need Eddie Howe to replace. All right. Mick Bin Laden. I'm an Arsenal fan. Don't say Newcastle, man. I'm a gooner. Sorry. No, because you were on about Eddie Howe, I thought you were a Newcastle fan. But yeah, my apologies. Chelsea need a goalkeeper, centre back. They don't need another winger. 1 point, a laughing emoji. Replace Robert Czech, Nero Sanchez, my Golden Glove winner. I don't think so. That's nasty work as well. That is nasty work, man. Whatever we do, we got Martin. Whatever we get will be expenses, as they will have to be good. No way around it. Yeah, this is true as well, man. This is why we got to sell. We got to sell some decent players at a decent rate. Because you're right. Eze is going to be 60+ mil. Rodrigo will be 80+ whatever and high wages. So yeah, if you want the top players, man, and this is why we were saying, and this is why people are ripping their hair out, spending 52 on Madueke, because like you could use that money to go towards one of these kind of players that we actually need. That's actually going to make a difference going forward straight away. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel that's a massive mistake from the club. If I'm personally honest. Mike has out the money. Sorry, he just scrolled up there. He's had enough money to get Championship League trophies. Signing backups. Also, still need 2 more signing attackers. Not these clowns. Yeah, we do need 2 attackers for sure. We do, man, for sure, man. Big up Chanson. He says, I don't rate Gordon maybe for top 4, but to win the league, we need Rodrigo and Eze. Even with the Noni signing, it's not even an Arteta kind of signings. Defo. Yeah, you know what? I agree, man. I think we just need a top winger, man. If it's Gordon, then it's Gordon. But obviously you'd prefer to get Rodrigo. But yeah, we just need someone that's going to be starting in that kind of left-hand side that can provide something a little bit different, as well as obviously Gyökeres and obviously Saka. And then Eze is a key component as well, man. I feel like if you don't get both of those, then it's going to be looking bleak in terms of having kind of a limited kind of attack like we did last year in terms of the same kind of patterns and rhythms and stuff like that. We need to change what we do tactically anyway, because again, we just couldn't break down low blocks. The Everton's at home, the Fulham's away. We like the West Ham at home, the same kind of teams we just can't beat in it. Newcastle away, just struggle to beat them. So I think we need definitely a change in tactic, and we need some different personnel that can unlock certain doors, which I think Eze can, especially on the half turn, especially driving out your defense. He's an elite ball carrier as well, great dribbler, can score from range, can score free kicks. He's someone that's very versatile and can score with either foot as well. So yeah, I think getting someone like that in the squad will be very, very crucial in terms of what we actually do going forward this season, and having a little bit more hope that we can actually do something decent. But yeah, it says big up Carlos. He says Jude Bellingham is really limited as a midfielder. He's not a 10. He's not a great playmaker either. He's just a box crusher, can score goals. Rodrigo is out of the team to cater for him. Yeah, I mean, that is very true, man. I feel like, again, Bellingham is a guy that, this is why I say when he was playing that false 9, that's when he was at his element. That's when he was actually playing the best for Real Madrid, because again, he was linking up, but not enough to obviously create and stuff like that, because that's not his strengths. But then, like you said, he's been that box crusher. He's on the end of things. He's a very good finisher as well for a midfield player, and I think that's kind of his massive strength into that Real Madrid side. When you ask him to play deep and try and be that deep line playmaker, he can't really do it. He can't really dribble from deep either like that. So yeah, he's very limited. Like you said, I agree. He's very limited, man, in terms of what he can do. I think Rodrigo definitely is getting a mad stick, and people forget he is actually a left winger, but he's been playing on the right to cater for the likes of Vinicius Jr., for the likes of Mbappe for the longest time. So yeah, I just think he needs a move, man, personally. Whether he gets it or not, I don't know. But yeah, just for his own career, just so he can be the main man on the left-hand side for a team, innit? Whether it's PSG, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever, I think he definitely needs that kind of change of scenery. Bold statement says Chelsea winning with the worst goalie defensive unit makes me so jealous. How can my club keep a clown of a manager this long? Get these man out. Obviously not happy. But yeah, Nani is a blue envelope signing. He's not even an Arsenal kind of player. Yeah, and this is what someone said as well, to be fair, and it's actually kind of true. When you look at obviously how it, like, obviously Nani's obviously got a lot of personality, but he reminds me similar to Aubameyang. Like, and obviously he didn't like Aubameyang, which is crazy. And then stylistically, in terms of how he plays, obviously he's a guy that can take on obviously some of his plays, but he can lose the ball as well because he's trying different things. That's similar to when we had Pepe, and he didn't like him either. Like, he didn't play him. So I'm like, bro, it says like playing style and attitude-wise, like these are the two things that you don't rate. Like, you in particular don't like. You know what I mean? Someone that's got a bit of, not a bit of attitude, but someone that's got a bit of like personality, can like to do things outside. You know what I mean? Is it got social life? Like, you like guys who are married, focus on football. You've seen obviously the likes of Havertz get married, Raya and all these guys, Gabriel get engaged. So yeah, that's what he likes his players to be doing. So yeah, if there's a personality-wise and playing style, he doesn't even suit what normally Arteta goes for. Those kind of save kind of wingers that will keep the ball, won't lose possession easily, won't take on the man, very defensive, very pragmatic. He obviously Nani's like the opposite. So and maybe we need the opposite for a different change of style, which I've just said. But it just seems a bit of a bizarre one, man. But yeah, I don't know, bro. It's kind of crazy, really, that we spend that much money on him. It says Carlos Alonso getting sacked by December. Did you see this? He's facing the final. Man looked like a hella worried. Deer in the headlights. Looked the entire game. It's crazy, man. I mean, Alonso's under pressure already, Brian. The season ain't even started, man. Because yeah, at Real Madrid, man, you can't be getting battered 4-0 on a regular basis, bro. Or it's au revoir, especially when you've not done anything major for the club in terms of being a manager, innit? I mean, they were on to Ancelotti last year, and look how many Champions Leagues he's won for them. What, 3? He's won league titles for them as well, and these man just didn't care, innit? It's like, yeah, you're not cutting the mustard this season. You're out of here. I said, fun fact statement: our team on the pitch cost 500 million. The squad there, 700 million, including the 3 goalkeepers on the bench. This is what the media won't tell you. Land it, blood, land it. Big up Shane, man, my brother. Hope you're well, my guy. Big up Tops and all the chat. Big up Shane, man. Make sure you go over to Shane and subscribe to his channel, doing his obviously full Irish breakfast at 10:30, man. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Well, big up Shane, man. I hope you're well, brother. And hope you're having a good morning as well, my friend. Absolute legend, man. Big up Darren says, big up Shane, of course, every single time. Carlos says, yeah, Darren, that new kid at Real Madrid, the striker was leading the press in stats. Mbappe was in the top 10. They've got a problem there. Also, Camavinga is always on the bench too. Yeah, very good point, man. And that's the reason why. And again, you've seen it before in previous, obviously, seasons when you got young managers. They play kind of the not the big name, but the other name that actually does the job. We've seen it with Pep Guardiola when he used to play Jesus over Aguero. And that was literally, everyone was like, why are you doing that? Aguero's clearly the better player. But because Jesus used to press off the ball, and that's what Pep Guardiola wanted. He would always used to start him over him. And that's kind of similar thing here with obviously Mbappe and Garcia. Well, Garcia was still scoring the goals as well. So it's like you're doing the things off the ball, and then you're doing the things on the ball in terms of putting the ball into the back of the net. So yeah, I can understand why Alonso would come in and try and make his mark. But I don't know if Real Madrid is the right club. You kind of know with Real Madrid, the big names, the big star names normally get their way, especially with the president as well. So it's like, has he got enough authority? And I feel that's probably why he's trying to usher out Rodrigo, is thinking, I'm not probably going to use you. I can probably use, obviously, your departure and the money that you're going to gain the club into getting some players that I want personally and improve into the team. So, yeah, I think it's a case of the both, man. But we'll see what happens with that, of course. It says Chelsea aren't even at 400 mil yet. Carlos on Chelsea have men like Chelsea deserves my praise, man. Great job Maresca is doing. I reckon Chelsea, Chelsea, oh, I'm going back. I reckon Chelsea get a decent defensive unit. They are cooking. Yeah, maybe, man, maybe. It says Darren, big up from Shane. Big up Shane, of course. Shane, big up Shane. Big up everyone. Says bold statement. I said land it. Bold statement. Big up bold statement, man. Big up Carlos. I prefer Maresca over Arteta every single day. Listen, man, Maresca's got 2 trophies. Arteta got the 1, man. So, yeah, in terms of what they've won, you can't really argue with it, to be honest with you. You can't really argue with it. What's up, Shane? Gyökeres in, man. What do you think, man? Big up Shane, of course. Maresca is good enough, man. I'm telling you. Don't even compare them to. He's a bomb. Maresca love in the chat. You can't believe it, Carlos. This is what he's been waiting for. Maresca getting his flowers, bro. It's crazy. Big up tactics. It says my speculation as why we keep buying from Chelsea. They've probably got to give us some good payment plans. We know Arsenal love a good payment plan to pay over years instead of upfront. Yeah, very good observation, man. That's probably is true. Even with the likes of paying with the Madueke deal, we're probably paying that over like 4 or 5 years or something. It's probably a long period of time rather than the upfront money. So you're probably right, bro. You are probably right. It's probably something to do with that. And yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Magic kind of saying, LOL, 100%, man. Massive LOL, exactly. Crazy, man. Crazy. When it's Arsenal, we do every blood clot for our little brothers. Clear Play, Apple Pay, Google Pay. By now, paying 13 months only the Arsenal. Bro, you're treating us like Currys, man. You know when you got when you get a TV from Currys, you'd have to pay for like 2-3 years. It's crazy, man. Honestly, man. It's crazy. Big up 7 on DR. Says Tops. They want to put the label of he has an attitude only with the players that suit them. Yeah, 100%. Like we were linked with Tony. Very true. Nani does gang signs, and we all know what Kepa didn't. It's okay for them. Yeah, I agree, bro. I feel like again, certain kind of players in terms of that have a certain kind of media kind of outlook where the kind of, you know what they kind of players that they look like. Let's be honest, man. So yeah, I agree, bro. I don't think anything's wrong with his attitude. He just remember he's 23. He likes going out. Like fair enough, man. He obviously he's enjoying his social life, man. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. But yeah, we'll see how the media kind of spins it for sure. Big old Arsenal Dom Manation. He says I think Eze will be fine unless it's a release clause or nothing. But for Rodrigo, I think it'd have to be Martinelli rather than Trossard, and he's worth more. That's very true, man. I think, is there a case where we potentially get rid of both? Because like I was reading the article before, Martinelli only has 2 years left on his deal. With Trossard, he's only got 1 year left on his deal with an option with the deal. So whichever one stays, they're going to have to sign a new deal. Now, with Martinelli, he's on 180 grand a week. So if he's staying, he's going to get a pay rise. He's going to be on 200 plus, which is not ideal for a player that's really underperformed in the last 2 years. Then you look at Trossard, someone that's obviously aging into his 30s. He's going to want a pay rise as well for a player that potentially could decline. So either one, you could argue, you probably need to sell both. Will we do it in the same window? I doubt it. But yeah, man, it's definitely an interesting decision. It looks like there's more interest on Trossard's end, but you're going to get a lower fee for him. So yeah, man, yeah, it's a tricky one still. But yeah, I think with the SA one, I think maybe having sales like the likes of Fabio Vieira, getting those kind of guys out as a combination, Zinchenko could bring me then fund and Eze, and then for the big one, a Rodrigo or a left winger, you'd probably have to sell Martinelli, like you said, or Trossard, or even both. Who knows, man? But yeah, it's one of those ones we'll definitely have to wait and see for sure. Big up bold statement says Chelsea fans are an example of men not deluded. Top gunners back in clown Arteta. I said, yo, I like this guy. Landed bold statement. Oh my days. Maresca actually has 3. 1, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, he did win the championship with Leicester as well, man. So yeah, man, crazy. Big up Shane, man, my bro. It says, big up, bold statement. Delighted with the Gyökeres, but sadly, I fear that Arteta won't know what to do with him. Yeah, this is the issue, man. Big up Shane as well. Like, are we actually going to see Gyökeres start? a lot of games? Is it going to be a thing where he's rotating a lot with Havertz? You don't know. Is Havertz still going to play the big games? Gyökeres the small games? Unsure. I think the key thing with Gyökeres is that you just have to get him in the box and make sure he's there to finish off the chances. I don't want to see him tell Gyökeres to do what Havertz does in terms of dropping in the midfield, dropping to the left, dropping to the right, and not being in the areas where you see Saka play a ball across the goal and he's nowhere to be found. I think that's when you start doing that, that's when you won't get the best out of him. But bro, if Marino can get 10 goals playing up front, he's not even a striker, man. He obviously Gyökeres is a much better finisher than Marino and Havertz. You would think he would get a decent amount of goals. Do you know what I mean? But it'll be interesting to see what actually happens and how we definitely use him, man. 100%. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Big up everyone in the building. Shane, imagine Arteta ready to deploy Gyökeres on the left wing. Yeah, this is the issue, man. But Shane, we got our man, so let's wait and see. Yeah, man. Hopefully he can do the job for sure, man. Big up Gunner for Life 82. Big up Tops. Big up yourself, brother. Hope you're well. Good to see you in the chat for sure. Shane, I fear he will bench Gyökeres' first match against Man United. Yeah, I think Havertz might start that game. I think it depends what happens in preseason. If in preseason we're seeing a lot of Gyökeres starting games, playing a lot of minutes, integrating into the team, and he's obviously doing well in preseason, then I think he'll be more inclined to start him in the first game. If it's a case where he's kind of trying to integrate him into the team, we see him 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, then it's definitely going to be Havertz. Remember, Havertz is still coming off the back of that hamstring injury. I know he came and played a couple of games at the start of last season, but still, you would assume that he's not going to be still 100% because, again, he had surgery on the injury. We've seen how Saka was playing after he had his surgery. Again, he still wasn't really 100% as well. It might take a bit of time for them to get back to their best. So it might be ideal just to actually play Gyökeres anyway, even if Havertz was fit or not, just because Havertz is obviously going to be coming off that hamstring injury. Is he going to be top level? I'm not too sure, if I'm being honest, man. Big up Ray says Arteta has to change his tactics to use Gyökeres. He cannot play the same way. 100% agree, bro. There's no way he can play that kind of false nine kind of tactic, dropping into midfield, trying to obviously pack the midfield. I feel like we're going to have to try and stretch the opposition team. Going to be difficult when teams play low blocks. However, I feel like that is very key. That's why you get an Eze in, because he's someone that can dribble past low blocks. He's someone that can pass through low blocks, and that's going to create space for you, Gyökeres, etc., etc. So there's a lot of wiggle room in terms of not just obviously getting Gyökeres in, getting players that can actually play with him and suit his attributes as well, because you need players that can unlock defenses, literally, so he can create space for him. Otherwise, it's just going to be him in the box waiting for the ball, and he's just going to be marked out of the game. So yeah, I think it's very, very crucial, very, very key. About Mascara, he was a championship manager. Now he's made history. Imagine Arteta still twerking out here. People don't. Arsenal still have Lemon, Jesus, and Havertz still in the team. Man, the standards. He has been set too low. Ethan will sign a contract and get lack of game time. Yeah, that could be an issue as well, man. But we'll have to definitely wait and see about that. But yeah, man, obviously, big up everyone tuning in the building, man. Make sure you guys smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. It goes on to say, Mikel Arteta values both Gabriel Martinelli and Trossard, but if a sell could unlock a deal for one of Arsenal's remaining targets, that could change things significantly. However, there is no developments as of yet, man. So yeah, I think, again, potentially, I'd probably sell them both, man. I can't even lie. Like, I think with the contract situations with both of them as well, the 2 years and the 1 year, because if you keep one, you're gonna have to extend their contract. Can you see a long-term goal with Gabriel Martinelli on 200 plus a week? I can't personally see it. I don't think that's worth it. Trossard has only got a year left anyway. He's going to be 31, 32. Do you keep him for 3-4 more years? I don't probably think so. So yeah, it might be a case you have to sell them both. But we'll have to wait and see, man. Obviously, it goes on to say Arsenal are still considering bringing in an additional attacking player. Their interest in the likes of Rodrigo and Eze remains, but may not develop until later on in the window and could potentially be offset by securing some sales. This is later on in the window, man. I feel like we need to keep the momentum. We've signed, obviously, 6 players by the middle of July, which is obviously good, but I feel like we need to keep it up, man, because again, we've only really got in 2 starting players, which is Zubimendi and Gyökeres, and we don't know how good Zubimendi is going to be. Let's be honest. Obviously, Thomas Partey was one of our better players last season in terms of on the pitch. So yeah, I think with Zubimendi, man, again, he's going to have to try and at least match that if he can, or be better than that, obviously. So yeah, the question marks are on him because he's never played in the league before, so it's definitely one to watch. And obviously, you can say similar with Gyökeres, he's never played in the league before as well. So, well, they're obviously players that you look to come in and make an impact straight away, regardless if you've not played in the league or not. Because again, that's why we bought them for. They're starters, man. So you better start and start well. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it goes on to say Noni Madueke he's expected to sign for Arsenal before they depart for their preseason tour in Asia. But following his participation in the Club World Cup this summer, he may not join in with the squad until they return. So yeah, I always thought this anyway. Obviously, now that we've signed him, he's probably not going to come back until obviously August or something when we're back playing in the Emirates Cup. So yeah, that's definitely one to obviously have a look at as well. But yeah, I think it's one of those ones where you probably see him back at the Emirates playing his first game for Arsenal. Big up Darren says sell both Trossard and Martinelli. I'm with you, bro. I feel like we should sell them both, man, for the simple fact that, again, with their contract situations, you're looking at it thinking this is not going to be ideal going forward with either one of them, man. And if you can trying to get some money for both of them, that kind of frees up space for your new left winger in terms of wages wise and obviously transfer fees. So yeah, I think it might be best to try and get rid of them both, bro. Big up Gunner for Life 82. Hope I'm wrong, but in my opinion, it doesn't matter who we sign with Arteta at the wheel. Crap tactics, play positions, and in-game management will let us down again. Listen, yeah, like I said before, like in terms of my predictions and stuff like that, obviously I've got to be true and honest to myself in terms of I don't think that Arteta is good enough to win the Premier League personally. But again, the biggest chance you've got is if you've got all the kind of components in the team in terms of getting striker and left winger or whatever, and saying, look, these are the players that you've got. Make sure you deliver with these kind of players. Because again, you've always got that excuse, especially the last 2 or 3 seasons. He's not got his striker in, he's not got his backup for Saka in, he's not got his left winger in. But if you kind of eliminate all those kind of excuses, then there really is nowhere to hide. And you actually see if he's good enough to do it. Personally, I don't think he is. But listen, I'm open to get proved wrong. I hope he does prove me wrong. I hope he does actually win a league title. And I'm like, you know what? I was wrong. I didn't think he was capable of winning one. But yeah, he actually is. He's actually done it. But again, until he does it, like I've not got any faith that he's going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you come so close and it's always... And even the times that we haven't won it, we still could have won the title, even with the teams we had. If there was a couple more tactical decisions, obviously decision-making in terms of picking certain players, etc., positions or whatever. So, yeah, man. But we'll see, bro. We'll see what happens this summer if we get all the players we want and see what he does with that for sure. Mascara departed from Valencia airport in a private plane, 7 a.m. local time this morning, traveling to London to undergo a medical and sign his long-term contract at Arsenal. Arteta has been key in the move and personally spoke to the player. So, yeah, it looks like Mascara is going to be on his way to the tour as well. I'm guessing they're going to probably announce this maybe, Wednesday, Thursday, I'd assume. So, yeah, that'll be 2 players in. Obviously, no actual concrete news about the Gyökeres deal in terms of him having a medical yet. I'll have to get into that later on. But, yeah, Mascara on his way to the Gunners. But, yeah, man, agreed. No matter who we sign, Arteta will be the bottleneck to prevent them from working. But yeah, listen, man, until he does it, bro, I can't really disagree with anything what everyone says about it, man. Because again, he's only won 1 trophy in nearly 5-6 years, man. It's crazy. Man said, Gunner for Life 82. Big up. Big up, Darren, man. Big up, Carlos. He says the new season starts in 3 weeks, right? I think it's 4 weeks, bro. I think it starts the 16th of August, which is obviously 4 weeks from now. I think it's the 15th of July today. So yeah, a month, man. Bro, it's gone quick, in my opinion, anyway. There's only going to be obviously preseason games, and then you go straight into the league game. So you need to get kind of all your signings kind of ready and prepped. And obviously, because Chelsea have just won the league, just won the Club World Cup. That really means only 4 weeks for them to obviously recover, take a break. I assume it's going to be 2 weeks off, and then 2 weeks you're going to be playing preseason, and you're back to playing Premier League games, man. So it'd be interesting to see how you obviously recover from that, and if you're going to be suffering for any kind of fatigue or whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, just goes on to say about Valencia agreeing a deal for 13 million plus for Christian Mascara. The player is expected to fly into the UK the next 24 to 48 hours for a medical to finalize the move. Sammy Macabell said, I would probably say Eze would be the one who is more achievable over Rodrigo. I can't see both happening. No. If you were to sell a Trossard and another big sale this summer, you're not ruling, and this is what I said about selling Martinelli and Trossard, because it looks like he's hinted it there. If you were to sell Trossard and another big sell this summer, you're not ruling it out, but then you'd have almost too many options. The almost too many options is bias as well, because you wouldn't have too many options because you're selling 2 players here, and then you'd be getting 2 players in. So, I don't understand that. But yeah, for me, I think, like I said, man, selling 2 to get 2 in, I think would be the ideal situation, if I'm being honest. And then you can move from there, of course. It goes on to say about Rodrigo, also are very interested in Rodrigo. They've spoken to the relevant parties connected to the player to see if he'd be up for it. I think they've got a positive feedback that you give it serious consideration. What I'm hearing in the finances attached to the deal, not necessarily just the fee, you're looking in excess of 70 million, probably closer to 80 million. He would command a big wage. Arsenal can, but I think they need to be creative in how they accomplish that deal and make sure they've got enough money coming in, because they've already had significant spend. So yeah, it's looking like, again, he's hinting at us probably selling some players, man, because I feel like we're not going to be able to afford getting him in, getting Eze in, and no actual massive departures in the squad, because it just doesn't seem realistic for sure. Big up statement says, would you sell Martinelli if an offer of 60 mil came in? Would Max Diamond get a chance? What are the chances of even getting a game time at Arsenal? Arsenal stand two attackers. I'm sick of it. Yeah, I mean, Martinelli, if we get 60 mil for him, I definitely would sell him on for sure. In terms of Max Diamond, I need to see how they use him in the preseason tour, because again, it's one of those ones where we've heard a lot about him. We don't really want to overgas him in terms of he's just a young teenager. Obviously, he's got time to develop. But again, there's been positive words about him in the academy. And let's see how he does against, obviously, top teams in preseason at his age, man. Let's see where he can play, how he moves, see if he can obviously combine well with the current players we've got. All of that kind of stuff. In terms of Ethan, bro, definitely I'll be using Ethan as much as I used him last year. For the simple fact that he's a very good player and someone that can impact the game, someone that can start games and the quality doesn't diminish. And he can play in a variety of positions as well. So I think he's going to be a major part of the squad, man, for sure as well. Because he's someone, again, that can fill in numerous positions and play really, really well in them. So hopefully he does get a lot of game time, but we shall see. I said, go and quit. My season ended Sunday, blood. With a laughing emoji. Gone quick, sorry. My season ended Sunday, blood, with a laughing emoji. Gone for life 82, so still no improvements, early replacements, and not good enough. Yeah, I hear it, bro. I hear it, man. We've got Leverkusen and AC Milan in 2 pieces of games, so Rodrigo will get time to. Oh my days, that's funny, man. Where are you playing actually? Is it? I'm guessing it's America again for you, man. Obviously, we're in Singapore, so I don't know where Chelsea are actually going to be. Pardon me. Big up 7 on DR. It says big up to Mascara, new player. Hope he turns out to be a market opportunity for us. If he fits the description, can he do a job? He's an Arsenal player. Yeah, listen, I'm actually glad we've actually addressed that kind of elephant in the room, because Tomiyasu was taking up a wage for the last 2-3 seasons. And again, he was putting more pressure on the likes of Ben White, on the likes of Saliba, on the likes of Timber, because he is supposed to be that right back / right-sided centre-back cover. And he was always injured. So these guys will just have to play every single game basically until one of them got injured. So I'm glad, hopefully Mascara, touch wood, is not like an injury prone player, someone that can come in and fill in. I don't know how good he is, never watched him play, so I won't obviously go on and say he's an amazing player. I literally don't know. He could be terrible. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing how good he is. But in terms of that position, I'm glad we've actually got some cover there. So we can rest the likes of Saliba, or if he's carrying a knock, because that's what we've done a lot, which again, I feel like we need to stop doing that. Playing players that are injured and still playing them. Ben White obviously had needed knee surgery. He kept playing him until he broke down. Timber was playing with obviously injured ankle against PSG. We carried on playing him. We've had the likes of Declan Rice with a broken toe, and he played against Chelsea. Like, bro, we have to play players that are injured, bro. Just rest them in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like again we need to try and put that into place. Otherwise, it's gonna be crazy. Big up Bold. He says, Carlos, there's a lot of positive stuff going on in Chelsea. You think you could end up getting a Donnarumma and a decent centre back again? You got some good sales manager. Chelsea guys should be positive, man. Says Bold. It says, honestly, Bold, after this Sanchez performance, the saves, he's kicking. I'm open to running. I'm open to running it with Sanchez. I can't believe I'm saying it, but yeah, we've got. Listen. That's Sanchez. He played really well, to be fair. He did. His kicking was good. I remember saying that on stream. And he obviously made some good saves, man. But yeah, we shall see, bro. 7 on DR says, if the season start, we restore to our plan B, which is our plan A, to the dry ball to attempt to long throws. It's going to be a long season, man. Yeah, it potentially could be, man. Hopefully, and this is why I'm looking forward to preseason, because I want to see some different stuff, man. I want to see some different tactics. I want to see some different personnel, some different formations, some different combinations, all of that stuff, bro. Because again, we've been seeing kind of the same kind of stuff in terms of giving it to Saka and Odegaard, Ben White overlapping. We've done that for the last 3 seasons, man. We need to change it up now, especially on the left-hand side. We need something a bit more versatile for sure. So yeah, hopefully in preseason we can do it. Max Diamond still only 15, not 16 till December. Is he even allowed to play? I think he is allowed, because obviously Ethan Nwaneri came on against Brentford when he was 15. So I think he's over the age limit now to be registered for a Premier League game. Not really sure about the Champions League or European rules though. But yeah, I think he's allowed actually to play in professional football now. So it'd be interesting, man. Again, if you get a League Cup game where you're at home against maybe a lower, division team, someone like a Plymouth or someone like that. I mean, that's probably the wrong example to use because they beat Liverpool in the FA Cup. But that Barnet or someone, then you could potentially play him. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we do with that for sure. So the big up Mascara, decent centre half, but again, I believe we need a left back, 2 more attackers, but mostly out. The sales manager should get it right. The poor outgoing should at least add up. Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel like again we'll probably get left back if we do sell Zinchenko and maybe Kivior. But even with Zinchenko and Tierney leaving, you could argue we probably need another one, especially if you're going to try and use Marcelo Skelly in midfield. But we shall see, man. It says Sanchez is actually a good goalkeeper, collects crosses, shot stopping, can play out the back. but his concentration skills, bro, bozo moments. Watching birds like that Ramsdale interview made me hot. Obviously the one where again the Southampton game where he was literally watching a bird, and that's why we conceded the goal because he should have saved it. And then that interview did after. I remember Ian Wright's face like, why the hell are you saying this as Arsenal like number one goalkeeper going for a title? You're saying that you can't concentrate. You can't concentrate for 2 minutes. You're a goalkeeper. That's literally one of your biggest traits as a keeper, to concentrate. That's the whole point of being a keeper. What are we doing here? I couldn't believe I was hearing. It's like, brother, yo, this guy, man. Honestly, it was unbelievable stuff, man. But I said he can't concentrate as a goalkeeper. Crazy. But our 2 preseason games are at the Bridge. Oh, okay, so you're not actually traveling abroad. Fair enough. I suppose it makes sense. You've kind of had your warm season kind of training with obviously the Club World Cup being out in America, isn't it? That's kind of only reason why obviously teams go out there, obviously for the money, financially, commercially as well. But yeah, it is crazy, man. Big up Arsenal domination. Great stream. Big up yourself, brother. Appreciate the kind words. Enjoy listening whilst doing a couple of easy jobs at work. On Diamond, we need to be careful about him as he's only 15, but he's excited. Big up yourself, bro. Glad you're enjoying the stream, man. And yeah, literally, I'm the same, man. I'm just obviously excited to see what he can actually do. But there's definitely no kind of pressure of him being a first team kind of player or an important squad player or anything like that. I still think you need to give him time to develop. Again, like you said, he's only 15. He definitely needs to obviously improve his game. Of course, he's still of a young of age, but the fact that he's even in the conversation to play with these kind of professional players is definitely a testament to his talent. But yeah, you got to see how he adapts to obviously playing with these level of players and the physicality as well. We all know that guy, some of the physical kind of plays you come up in the Premier League is very hard to cope with, even if you're 25, 26, 27. So yeah, very interesting, man. But yeah, big up yourself, Dom. Hope you're well, man. And yeah, definitely have to get you on the channel soon again. Big up bold statement, Carlos. I think Chelsea has a little room for error, which makes them more mature. I can see Chelsea signing a goalkeeper and a defender. I think, yeah, the keeper wise, I don't know, man, because obviously you were linked with the AC Milan keeper and maybe a defender as well. But we're interested to see who else you get for sure. How can we sell a goalkeeper that's just won the Golden Glove to a team like West Ham? We can't do it. Yeah, he's got a lot of stock in it, man. He's got a lot of stock in it for sure. Selling Martinelli on Trossard would be genius. Sell them for the fair prices and get us 2 quality players who can give us some dimensions. Berta can work out a deal, but the issue is the manager. Listen, I agree, bro. I feel like personally, and I said that attacking lineup needed refreshing from the start of obviously the end of last season. Sorry, they just need revamping, bro. Like I said, at Old Trafford, I don't want to see Martinelli, Havertz, and Saka. We've seen that to death. Like we need something fresh, different. You have to improve. You have to evolve every single season. You can't stand still, man. Look at the signings that other teams are making, even Chelsea with João Pedro and obviously Liam Delap, different from last season. You've got Liverpool now with Wirtz, different from last season. You've got Man City with Shirky and Render, different from last season, bro. So there's going to be different questions that they're going to be asking other teams. And we need to do the same, man. We have to be in a position where you've got players that you're not used to seeing playing for Arsenal against your opposition team. Otherwise, you're just going to fall into the trap of, we know how to defend against Saka. We know how to defend against Havertz. We know what Martinelli's going to do. And you become very predictable. And that's how you end up dropping points at home with all these draws. So, yeah, I agree, bro. Hopefully, we can get some new players in the building. So, Tops, you won't see all of that. We need to change the manager. Yeah, listen, man. It's true. I agree, man. I agree for sure. 3 Academy graduates in the starting lineup Sunday. Chalobah, Kowa, and James. I can't wait for Colin. 0. We add Saliba to the back line when he doesn't sign it. It's a wrap. Laughing emoji. Man's pushing this Saliba thing. You sound like Korean on Farmer, bro. It's crazy, man. But yeah, my big up Arsenal Diamond says Diamond can play. Can now play as he won't be registered as an under 15 this season. That's why he couldn't play last year. Actually, and dropping now. But thanks, Tops. Yeah. 100%, bro. Big up yourself, man. And I'll catch you soon, Dom. Big up for being in the chat for sure. Big up, I'll just call you Pete. Was proper good seeing Chelsea win. I can't lie. I said Trump, LOL. Trump as well, Yeah, that was funny, man. That look that Reece James gave him, like, what the hell are you doing on the pitch, bro? That look was funny. That was funny, to be fair. Carlos, don't be greedy, but it's okay. The situation you're in at the moment. Check out my club manager is a dumpster proven loser ownership. So cracked up, they don't care. I don't know, man. Man said, who do you reckon will be better, Delap or Pedro? I think João Pedro is going to be sick. I can't lie. I think he's going to be sick, bro. I think the fact he can link up, I think the fact that he can score goals, playing multiple positions. I think Liam Delap will be a good signing as well for £30 million. I think he can be the impact sub that they kind of need to try and change games. Very good ball carrier, very strong. And yeah, I think having those 2 options, man, definitely changes them for sure. Because again, relying on Nicholas Jackson for the last couple of seasons, you kind of know that he'll have a purple patch where he scores like 8 and 9, but then he'll go a period of time where he misses easy chances. You kind of know with those kind of plays, and they're not out and out goal scorers. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think getting someone or two players really that can kind of burden the load in terms of goal scoring, even if one doesn't get, even if they both don't get like 20 or 30, they both can get 15 each, then yeah, you've got some good partnerships there for sure. Master or Pedro, Ramsdale summed up our whole mentality. Yeah, man, crazy, bro. We're so close to winning the title that year as well, man. And yeah, I just came out and did a madness for no reason, bro. Pedro, but I'm loving both. I think they've both been very good so far for Chelsea, I can't lie. Matt Darwin is just world class, man. How Mikel has a plan for him, I can't accept. Mikel in the coach, Arsenal need to accept the football we have been playing. Poor standards, says Bold, man. Fair. Delap a bit more versatile, though, I reckon. Pedro will do well if they're for. No, I think Pedro's more versatile, bro. I think he definitely can play more positions. I think Delap, he definitely can obviously drift out to the left. You can see he can play in those kind of spaces as well. But I think with João Pedro, you can even drop him deeper. You can even play them both and have Pedro in the 10 if you want and put Palmer on the right and then have him link up with said striker. There's a lot of situations and scenarios you definitely can do with both teams for sure, man. Delap a bit more scrappy, something out of nothing. Yeah, man. This is why we were saying in the stream. He's got like a little bit of like a Rooney body out of him. Like he's not gonna let any kind of loose ball go. He's gonna battle. He's good in duels as well. Like he's very like is it tenacious? The right word? I think tenacious. Very like a bit like Tevez as well. Like you know those kind of guys that are just gonna like a dog with a bone, bro. They're just not gonna give it up, and they're just gonna hurry until they get obviously the benefit of the situation. I feel like he definitely is a player that does that for sure. That Pedro Ronaldinho dance I've been watching. Now you know what? You know when you've got a saucy forward, bro, that does the dances and does all the flicks and he's got a bit of charisma. It's sick. This is why I used to love Aubameyang, bro, because you used to do the back flip, you used to do the Wakanda Forever mask. I used to love all that stuff, man. I think it's the entertainer in me, bro. Like I love it, bro. I love all the antics, man. Obviously, it's peak when it's against your team, when they're dancing on your grave, like with the Lingard thing was peak. I can't even lie. When he man did the Millie Rock was a joke. But obviously for a Man United fan, they were gassed about it. But yeah, now I hear it, man. I hear it. Dropped it on Gio's head top every morning, man. That's funny. Yeah, man said, yeah, bro, I agree. 100%. Man said, Delap reminds you of a prime Danny Ings played. Unseen, bro. Just okay, big up yourself, Unseen, man. Come on, Jew. Man said Unseen's got a burner, you know. Crazy. Man said João Pedro, aka Baby R9. Bro, there's a hella Chelsea man in this thing, you know. I swear. In this chat, there's bare Chelsea guys, man. Landit Raymond, 100%. He didn't even come out to watch the second half until the 62nd minute. Trump. Crazy, man. Chelsea looking dangerous with Pedro. Big up Gunner for Life 82 as course. Big up Ryan, man, for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Big up yourself, man, for the super chat. Sorry, really appreciate that, man. Very, very generous, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. It goes on to say, what's going on, big man? Big up yourself, bro. Thoughts on Noni? Any chance we will say NM7 anytime soon? I don't know, bro. Thoughts on Noni, man? I feel like again it was kind of the wrong move for the wrong price. For me, I think if you get Noni Madueke for a 30 million pound price tag, and you've already got your Eze's and the left winger in, and you've already got your other kind of starting kind of attacking plays in and the striker, then you can kind of accept it a bit more. But the fact that potentially, and it's looking likely now that kind of massive expenditure on that kind of player is going to stop us from getting both a 10 and a left winger starting one, then I think it's going to be a move that we're going to live to regret. But again, with the player, I think he's a decent player. But obviously, again, if it's as a backup, it's fine. But I don't think he's the player that we definitely needed to improve the starting lineup for sure, because I don't think he's at that level at all. But big up yourself for the super chat, man. Really appreciate you, bro. And hope you're well, my guy. Big up as always, man. The unseen account is an old account. This is just the one I normally use. Okay, fair enough. Big up Ray, man. It says, haha, Carlos. Nice change to the name. World champs. Obviously, everyone's loving the Carlos change to the name. Another thing, people get your Noni bandanas out, man. Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of people are going to be dressing like him for Halloween, I'm sure. But yeah, man. Liam Delap has that dog in him for sure, Ray, man. Definitely, bro. He's very tenacious. That's kind of the word, I think. Favorite new kit so far, Tops? Oh, from like Arsenal or from any kind of team? There's a Real Madrid one, I think they've dropped. I don't know if I can't remember what color it is, man. That looks all right as well. There's a couple of decent kits, to be fair. So yeah, man. Mazid is hyping up a friendly trophy by saying Champions of Europe in his username. Shameless says Vidic. Vidic is back again in the building, of course. Mazid JP, scoring against your team and dropping it in a moment is a 10 out of 10 rage bait. 100%, bro. Bro, any kind of taunting that can go with obviously celebrating after, and especially when they're 3-0 up as well. It's mate. Yeah, bro, it sent my head on Mars. I can't lie. I said, Vidic, you bum. Where did you go? Where are the signs for Man United? Where's Mbuemo Vidic, man? Talk to me. What's going on, bro? Man said, I've been waiting for you. It's crazy. There's a depot on the armory for the Noni bandanas. Javinho, look, child. Big up Gunner for Life 82. I forgot about Javinho, man. Jesus. The fact we got Javinho instead of trying to get Hazard is crazy as well. I've been waiting for you with a laughing emoji. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm back. Wait, is Saka the 7? Yeah, Saka's the 7, bro. Saka's the 7. He's not losing that, man. He's not losing that. Manawaki 14. Bro, if they cannot be that, they can't do that, fam. There's no way. After everyone kicks him about Eddie getting it, and I don't know why he got that, fam, to be fair. That thing should have been retired anyway. I don't know why we haven't done it, but again, the one when the Aubameyang took it, I thought, cool, whatever. When Tio got it, I wasn't a big fan of that either. But yeah, man, Manawaki getting 14 is crazy. For me, he's gonna get like 21 or something. You know what I'm saying? One of them numbers, man. 26. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I said Jordan Henderson to Brentford with a laughing emoji. It's mad. Vidic speak on my club now. Obviously, Carlos is sticking it on, bro. Sticking on Vidic. Friendly trophy, Carlos. Obviously, he's not happy about it. Noni bandanas make me sick, man. Noni bandanas cooking eggs over meat. Easy banner. It's Mike. That's crazy. Vidic, coat more Vidic. 150 million in the bank for Chelsea with a laughing emoji. I said, you're 45, Carlos. We're crying. I said, I can't use DH Gate this time, Tops. I got to blow the 120 for the official kit together. Jeez. Yeah, man spending the moolah. That's how you know he's happy, bro. Man spending the whole thing. Fair play, man. Flipping hell. Obviously, I love it, though, when it's my team. Oh, for sure. Everyone loves it when it's your team, man. When you got a showman, a showboater, and they actually score regularly and they're doing their thing, bro, it's one of the best feelings for sure. How are you today? I'm all good, Arsenal fans. How are you, bro? Hope you're well, my guy. Hope you're good. Big up on scene. It says third Real Madrid kit is blue with the retro Adidas logo. That one, maybe. Yeah, man. I think that might be the one for sure, man. But yeah, top of the morning, Tops in the building. Big up Waffle Don, my brother, man. Make sure you go subscribe to Waffle Don, doing content over them sides as well. But yeah, man, big up yourself, bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hopefully we get some good news about Arsenal in this coming week for sure, man. Man said, nah, man, you can't retire the 14. I get why, but you can't, man. The number's too low. Nah, you know what it is, bro? It's the people that are taking it. That's what's making me saying to retire it. If you're going to give it to obviously proper guys, to obviously even try and not even follow the footsteps, but people that are decent quality, then cool. But you can't be giving to Eddie and Nketiah, all due respect, bro. Like, come on, man. You got to earn that kind of number, especially with what that number means to the club, innit? So, yeah, man, I just think they just can't be giving out willy-nilly, do you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we'll see what they do with it, man. Hopefully, no matter way he gets it, that'd be crazy. Away is nice as well. Yeah, true. I would have Jordan Henderson over Snorguard. Snorguard NordVPN is crazy as well, man. There's slander names are gonna hit like crack if he has a stinker. Arsenal 2025-2026 is a basic kit, or the away kit or the home kit. Which one? You know what? I did like and I'm not seeing it obviously come out yet. The white Arsenal kit I did think was quite nice. The third kit that we're potentially going to wear. The away one's decent as well, to be fair. Better than that traffic cone that we had a couple of seasons ago. That bright neon green was horrendous, man. It's crazy. I said just seen the Arsenal third and away kit, the away one. Can't wait for us to dunk on Gyökeres match day 1. Listen, you need to get some signings in, brother. I don't think Cunha's going to cut it. Just him alone, bro. Especially when you're playing Hoyland up there as well. It's crazy. Man said Jordan Henderson to Arsenal. No way. How old is he, man? I mean, bro, the amount of clubs this guy's had in the last 3 years is crazy. And obviously, I forget he obviously went to Saudi. He went to Ajax. And now he's at Brentford. It's actually madness, man. Yeah, the white one. Yeah, the white one's my favorite, I'd say, out of the 3, you know. I like that one still. Henderson should be in the England setup. It's a disgrace. Bro, I don't know how he got back in there. The thing is, he was gone. Like, even Southgate was like, you know what? You're not actually cutting the mustard here. We're going to just try and ease you out of the team. And obviously, he doesn't pick him for squads. As soon as Tuchel comes back in, straight away. Like, it's crazy, man. I don't know what he's even thinking with that, for sure. I said the home one is basic. I mean, yeah, that's pretty standard, man. I mean, the home ones you can only really do so much anyway. White, red, maybe have the stripes on the side or whatever, and then that's kind of it. But yeah, I think it's better than the last season we just had. I didn't really like the blue with the red in it. But yeah, Snowguard is wild already going on your own player. Listen, man, it's one of those ones where for me, again, I think it can come in. He's a decent player, but it's not one that I'm really aghast about, if I'm being honest, to be fair. So yeah, it's a sticky one, really. Vidic, call me world champions from now on, you scrub. I'm not hyping up that friendly trophy, Carlos. It's not the official club. It's not the official Club World Cup. Try harder. It's the new official Club World Cup. Sorry, try harder. You get the easiest route to a European final of all time, Carlos. Vidic is sticking it on Carlos, bro. Bro, just Milner, but louder. Big up Milner, man. OG in the thing, innit? But yeah, Sammy Makaba obviously goes on to say any suggestion that Crystal Palace would accept any offer lower than Eze's release clause is false. There's part of me that wonders whether the stance relaxes ever so slightly towards the end of the window. So that's like 3 people that have said that now. Sammy Makaba gonna blog, and someone else said it as well about this kind of, I think Fabrizio said it as well, it relaxing towards the end of the window, which is not obviously great news because, again, you don't want it to drag, man, especially when other teams can come in for him. So we'll see how that obviously develops and pans out, but hopefully we can try and get some movement on that this week, potentially, if we can try and get the feeders out. Obviously, if we're willing to negotiate, which is what Ben Jacobs said this week, then there's potential understanding that we might be able to get him for a bit cheaper, but we'll see. We'll see. It goes on to say, my understanding is that Arsenal will make a formal offer to Ethan Nwaneri this week. I think the expectation is that he will sign a new contract. That's the direction of travel at the moment. There is now willingness from all parties to meet in the middle. I would be surprised if that deal doesn't get done and perhaps isn't agreed by Sunday night. I think there will be a positive and swift resolution in the coming days. Well, that's good news, obviously. There's talks coming out saying that potentially he could be out of the door. But yeah, getting him to a long-term contract, especially with the season he just had, is very, very key. Hopefully it's a 5-year deal, maybe even longer. And then you can obviously not think about that for a few years, man. So yeah, but that's obviously good news as well. Going on to say about Fabio Vieira, it says also have been preparing the way for Fabio Vieira, to leave since January, from what I understand. In their pre-planning for the summer, his name was on the list and that would look to sell. And I don't think that has changed. Definitely, man, we need to try and get rid of this guy as soon as possible. If we can try and get 15, 20 mil for him, then we would have done a solid because, again, he's not had a very good loan at Porto. He wasn't very good, obviously, when he was at Arsenal. So, yeah, that's just one of those ones where you're going to just kind of mark it down as an L, really, to be honest with you, because, yeah, it's crazy, man. Well, big up the chat, man. All these guys going back and forth is crazy. Man said Milner over Odegaard. That's nasty work, bro. That's nasty. Yeah, bro. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, FC Porto, and Man City in a Champions League final. Snowguard fix. He will only come on to put the game to bed. Big up Ryan, man. Big up again for the super chat, man. Appreciate you for doing that, man. Really helps the channel obviously go. And yeah, get some more stuff for the channel, man, and support it, man. But yeah, what I was saying about Snowguard. Yeah, for me, again, that's why I think the Eze deal is key, bro. Because again, you'll probably see Norgard's minutes get reduced a bit. Because again, I think Eze would now be the 10 in certain type of games, and then you'd have Rice or Zubimendi as the 6, and then Norgard would still be on the bench. So hopefully he is just a squad player, man. And we're not relying on him too much because yeah, that he could get a bit techie. You can't lie. It says Napoli, Benfica, Barcelona, Bayern Munich to the final at their own stadium was an easy run with a laughing emoji. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. What I won't say is that Chelsea have had easy runs to when they win the Champions League, man, because they do have some hard teams in there for sure. But yeah, let me know. I'm not trying to glaze Carlos with all of this Chelsea meat riding. Just generally think you've done well in the Conference League and the transfer window. That's fair enough. That is fair enough, man. Big up yourself on scene. The Champions League is harder and more competitive. Carlos, cope. the Man United bone can try and cope. These man can't even beat Spurs in the Europa League final. Yeah, it's stinky. Vidic is stinky, bro. You know what it is? It's wrong time, wrong messenger kind of vibe. I can't lie, bro. It's not really landing, my guy. It's not landing. Just to get the position you're in is crazy. Bro, Snordergaard is actually wild. Slander names already, bro. Vidic, the little Conference League winners with Farmers beat the Champions League champions of Europe with a laughing emoji. 10 million to put games to be what we do it. Yeah, for sure, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Vitinha played in the same team as Fabio Vieira. He would have been 5 million more. Honestly, bro, I don't know what we were thinking, man. Dude's got blood on his hands. I'm telling you, bro. Stadium was half full-ish. Full for the stadium. The stadium was run, bro. Man said Ruben Amorim has more wins at Etihad than Artel. He's also finished 15th for us. So yeah, how about that? I lost the Spurs in the final, bro. What's going on here? But yeah, it's crazy, man. But obviously, on to Leandro Trossard. It says, Leandro Trossard leaving is a situation Arsenal are not ruling out. I reported myself they're talking about a pay rise. There's an acceptance at Arsenal that the current deal he's on is not a reflection of his importance and output. In terms of his contract talks, those are still ongoing. If he does end up staying, I won't be surprised if he signed the contract and there would be a financial reward for him to stay. So that's kind of interesting, man. If he stays and signs a new contract, then Martinelli surely has to go. There's no way we're keeping both of them. I just can't see it, man. One of them definitely has to leave, especially with both of their contracts obviously coming to an end. Martinelli 2 years, Trossard 1 year. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man. He also goes on to say, my understanding is at Arsenal over the next 12 months, there needs to be one significant outgoing to recalibrate after a busy summer of spending. So who's that going to be? I remember Collins said in like March or April, he thinks Kai Havertz within the next year or so would get sold. So maybe that's going to be the guy. Obviously, you still got Jesus. Does he count as a significant outgoing? Is it Martinelli? So yeah, man, I think one of the main starters might have to get sold for sure, man. But yeah, either one of those, I won't be too fussed if I'm being honest, man. Would not be too fussed at all. Big up, obviously, in the building. I said Vidic is in the chat with with cheer when nobody wants to buy their players. 4 weeks until the season starts, 0 sales, and all are injured, so they can't sell. Bro, you ain't wrong, fam. I can't lie. You man are dusted, bro. Man, you got 4 weeks left. You know, you got a month until you face. And the thing is, your first 5 games are hard. Like you got Arsenal first game. I'm sure you've got Chelsea in there. You got Man City away. You got Chelsea at home in the first 5. So yeah, it's not like you can go in with a weak team like that. You need to go in with a much improved team, and you've got the same man. It's crazy. I said, big up on scene says crazy how PSG best team in ages has probably the least high profile players. Yeah, compared to obviously what they've had before with Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, there's Zlatan, bro, Cavani. The list goes on and on. And this is kind of the one team that wins the Champions League after all that, man. It goes to show it's a team game after all. Like big names can only get you so far. It's about how you obviously gel as a team for sure. It says Bilic and Korean are still employed by Radcliffe to mop their kitchen. Yeah, you're mocking it. You're actually mocking it, fam. Man said, I can see Havertz going back to Leverkusen or Saudi. Yeah, the Saudi's not a bad shout, you know, to be fair. I feel like, again, because he's on so many wages and you'd have 2 years left going on to next summer, there's potential a deal could be done. But yeah, Duran's move, again, no. Yeah, he's gone to Fenerbahce. Very good move for him. Duran is playing for the GOAT Mourinho now. Fenerbahce, yeah, correct. He's at Fenerbahce. So it looks like they're going to try and push for that Turkish title and whatnot. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Obviously, Sammy Bakamail goes on to say Zinchenko is a player also are listening to offers for. I haven't heard they're actively trying to sell him, but European football circles and the industry knows he's a player also will consider offers for. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna sell him, man, just for the fact he's on 150k a week, and he's not really been playing like under Arteta the last probably year or so. It's either been Calafiori when he's been fit, or obviously Miles Lewis-Skelly now. Even Tierney came on it at left back ahead of him in the last 10 games in the Premier League. So I can see him obviously getting moved on. Depending on how much money we get for him, I think is going to be very, very key as well. Other news as well that might be linked to the Eze deal. He says, I understand Reece Nelson knows his time at Arsenal is up and is open to leaving permanently this summer. Crystal Palace have had a historical interest. I won't be surprised to see them make an inquiry. Maybe they already have. Now, that could be very interesting in terms of maybe you get a kind of a Kwanzaa Wirtz kind of situation where you kind of take some money off both transfers. Maybe take some money off the Eze transfer. We take some money off the Reece Nelson transfer. I don't know how much we'd even price Reece Nelson at. Maybe, 20 mil, 15 mil? I'm not too sure. Maybe they get him for like 10 or something, and then we get Eze for a bit cheaper as well. I don't know, man. I'm sure there's a deal to be done there, though. If they want one of our players and we want one of theirs, it just kind of makes sense. I think, and again, it probably make more sense to do individual deals rather than swaps because of the PSR, 100% profit. Obviously, Reece is hell end. So, yeah, you get 100% profit for it for sure. But, yeah, big up the chat, man, in the building. It's crazy, man. Vidic still getting cooked. It's crazy work. We're signing Vlahovic. Cope, you haters. Are you signing Vlahovic, though? I don't know about that, man. I don't know if you can afford his wages, brother. I can't lie. Martin Gale wants to stay. Kung Fu Panda doesn't want to get rid of him. Keep Martinelli for when we get a new manager. Says Gunner for life 82. Big up yourself, brother. Hope you're good. I said, bro, he just needs to come back to Europe, though. Honestly, in terms of career, obviously, not in terms of money. What's a Vlahovic? Sounds like something from Assassin's Creed. You bum. Yeah, Village is getting cooked. I can't lie. He's getting fried up, man, like planted. What? But yeah, I said on scene, surely every year he needs to spend in the Farmers League, his quality and potential will slip a bit. Now, you know what? Obviously, remember, it's only a loan, bro. So he might not potentially even stay at Fenerbahce. He might even go out for, obviously, when he goes to, obviously, on loan, Fenerbahce has a great season. All the top teams might come in and do a thing, bro. So, yeah, potentially, he could be back in the Prem sooner than you know. He's only, 24, so yeah, he's still definitely got time, man. I said, big up Godfrey, my brother. Big up Tops, you good, bro. I'm all well, my guy. I'm all good, brother. I hope you're well yourself. He said, your market is DCL and Callum Wilson. Now, Vidic with a laughing emoji. Nah, bro. I said, nah, bro. Verse is 125. It's not taking money off. That deal is the loss. Is the loss expensive now? I'm not running with that. Nah, but they wanted 150, bro. I remember when was it Bayern Munich now after him? There was Bayern Munich, and the original price was 150, but then they obviously came back to 120, 25, or 115, whatever it was. And then the Kwanzaa thing was what 35. And they Liverpool wanted 50 for him, and obviously they did like a 15 gap difference between the two kind of signings in it, something like that. That's why there was a little bit of a hold up when obviously they announced it to when they were linked. But yeah, it could be something similar for sure. Man said you support Chelsea, you bum. Says Village. Big up Finn, man. It's cold and raining where I'm at. As it is it for you after all this heat? It's okay, man. It's not. I don't think it's raining, but yeah, it's very still humid a little bit. So yeah, it's one of those ones you got to keep an eye on it for sure, bro. Master Chelsea are the best team in London. It's a W with a laughing. Use Havertz for a swap deal. Listen, I'll get rid of him as soon as I can. I said my autocorrect doing me dirty. Let's go, man. Chelsea are the best team in London. Yes, it's unseen. It's crazy, man. Big ol' Yasser TV, my brother. What are you telling me, bro? I hope you're good. Go subscribe to Yasser TV, doing good things. All things Chelsea as well, man. Big Chelsea fan. And I know he's gassed about the Nonny Madueke money, man. Said, run me the Monza. I can't believe it. But yeah, he ran him the Monza, man. And yeah, he's got his Club World Cup as well. What some of these men are having? I feel sick. But yeah, big up yourself, bro, every single time. I'm doing well, my brother. I hope you're good, man. Said, World Cup. Yeah, Club World Cup champions, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It says, Man United can sign anyone they want. Are we bothered? No, that place is a graveyard. Look, yeah, I'll be real. I'm with Carlos here, man. I ain't looking at Man United like that. I'll be honest, bro. You might ain't doing nothing next season. I told you to get rid of this Ruben Amorim guy. He's not the one. But we'll see. We'll see. Listen, if he turns it around and he turns water into wine and he's amazing with these same players that no one rates, then fair enough. But I just can't see how Onana's going to turn into Buffon in the space of a season after having bozo moments the last 2 years. So but we'll see. We'll see. I can't wait to be there. We will be there, guys. We will be there. Big up Ryan, man. He says Nelson and Jacob plus 15 to 20-ish mil for Eze is a great deal. Listen, I would bite your hand off for that, Ryan, my bro. I would bite your hand off for that for sure, man. That would be fantastic. But yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen, man. Big up Godfrey says give Palace Nelson. Fabio, Lakonga, bro, give them, listen, just get them off the books anyway. I don't know if they'll take them all, to be honest with you, because they've still got Water and they've still got other good players. But, brother, if we can try and offload them to try and get Eze, then it just kills 2 birds with 1 stone for sure, man. Big up Yasser TV says, big up the chat, big up everyone in the building, man. Make sure you guys smash up the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel for sure. Swap deals are a FIFA thing, barely ever happens. Yeah, it does. It's very rare. And when it does happen, man, It like we've seen the Mkhitaryan and Sanchez one. That's one of the worst swap deals of all time. That one was terrible. And obviously Gallas and Ashley Cole, awful for Arsenal, great for Chelsea. So yeah, there's been a few, especially involved with Arsenal. But yeah, none of them really turned out great for Arsenal in general, man. But yeah, it says big up Gunner for Life 82. CWC is the equivalent of the Emirates Corp. People not rating the CWC, man. You know what? I feel like again because of obviously it's the first competition out in the summer, in terms of like it being a month as well. I think, again, a lot of people weren't really too sure about it. But overall, man, the teams that are in there and wanted to win it, they spent a lot of money in that transfer window to try and win it, like Manchester City bought players in. Obviously, Chelsea bought a few players in as well. So, yeah, it's crazy. Big up Godfrey says, yeah, big up Yasser. My bro, big him up, man. Rare to have a swap deal with both clubs. Actually won. Yeah, 100%. We're linked with Rodrigo. You better be scared. Yeah. You can't even afford his agent fee, bro, about your link with Rodrigo. Get the hell out of here. Man, you know. Where's Mbuemo? You've not answered the question. Where is Mbuemo, bro? Well, where is he at? I'm still looking for him. I'm doing the Pepe thing. You know when he used to do that? I'm looking. Where's Mbuemo, bro? Oh, my days. It's crazy. Tots are you in London now, bro? Or, yeah, just support a London team, my guy. Big yourself up, bro. Rodrigo to Man United. I've seen this movie before. Bro, come on. Bro, man. Fergie's not there anymore. You ain't got that kind of pull now, bro. It's peak. Man said, big up Abs. Big up, man. Big up Waffle, man, as well. Big up everyone in the building, man. Come on, bro. Is man mad, man. Big up the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you've not already and subscribe to the channel, man. Come on, people. What's going on? Downgrade for Cunha. Onana was generally good. Ajax, though, just needs to find that form again. Listen, Onana, man, again, I feel like with him, I think the badge is too big for him, man. I think he needs to play for a smaller club for sure, because the guy under pressure, man. Look what happened when obviously Matic called him out. The guy ran up his mouth in the press conference and then made 2 bozo errors in the game. It's crazy. You couldn't write him, man. So yeah, Onana needs replacing ASAP Rocky. If we get a good goalkeeper, 2 good centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, 1 DM, 2 centre-backs, 2 CAs, and a good striker, we might get top 4 and be scared. Man just named the whole 11 you need to get. In 4 weeks, it ain't happening, brother. I can't lie, it ain't happening. We want money as well. You're not in Europe, brother. And you can't sell players. It's peak. It's peak. Especially with the goalkeepers, a few bad mistakes, knocks confidence, leads to more mistakes, and so on and so forth. I get you. 10 players, Vidic. Be serious. Brother, live in the real world, man. Honestly, what's the matter with you? Whoa, it's crazy. Onana to Buffon, the disrespect to Buffon to be in the same. Oh, honestly, I apologize, bro. I apologize. But that's the kind of goalkeeper quality they need to actually do something. Because Onana ain't cutting it. Oh, nah. Woo! But yeah, most players have come out of the Eredivisie, struggle a bit in Europe. Yeah, it is a bit hot and cold in terms of players that do well after coming out of obviously Holland. You're all right, to be fair. Well, but yeah, Nana looks like he's struggling for sure. Buemo, where you there? Oh, big old Waffle done you now. Where you there? Where the boy there, man? Come on, what's going on? Bergwall, Delete, Onana, etc. More examples, but you got mind blank right now. Yeah, Kudus done well, to be fair. He's probably one of the early ones, bro, to be fair. And even last season, Kudus didn't have a good season. So yeah, man, it's definitely hot and cold for sure. Onana is the worst keeper I've seen. Bro, pound for pound, I think he's the worst keeper in history. Honestly, paying what 45, 50 mil for a keeper that's made that many mistakes. Like I said, I've seen a compilation album. I've seen a compilation of mistakes he's made since Amarin has been in charge. The length of the video is like 5 minutes, bro. And he's been in charge since November. It's only been a year. That's how many mistakes he's made since he's been in charge. It's crazy. Never mind the other mistakes, bro. The thing is with him, yeah, that first friendly game when he got lobbed from the halfway line and man was in the goal, I thought, yeah, this is going to be techie. Oh, my days, man. Into the box. Big Meeks, big up yourself into the box, bro. What are you telling me, bro? Hope you're well. Big Meeks, we'll take it, man. Big up Mikael Richards as well, bro. Hope you're well into the box, man. Big up on scene. It says Tadic was a go-to going the other way. Yeah, very good player, man. Very good player. We say earlier Arsenal. They say earlier Nana. I love that. Big up 7, bro. I love that, man. Earlier Nana, man. Anana's, bro, he's pound for pound. Honestly, one of the worst I've ever seen, man. Big up on scene. It says 50 mil is crazy. Honestly, scandalous piece of money, man. 100%, bro. Scandalous piece of money. I don't know how you can get away with paying that much, yeah, and getting so bad returns in terms of how many mistakes. Like, he makes easy mistakes, bro, and it's different types of mistakes. It's not like it's a thing where his kicking's just bad, then you can just take it, or he's not very good in the air, or he parries things. Bro, he does all of them. He spills easy shots. He doesn't save near post shots. He'll flap out a cross. He'll kick it straight to the opposition. Brother, every mistake you can think of, this guy will make. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy, man. I said, Bomber, Jordan Henderson's house of Brentford, to do his badges. Okay, so he's on a managerial thing. Maybe that was the difference between him going there and obviously Sunderland. He was linked with Sunderland, his boy or club, but he's ended up going to Brentford, maybe because, again, he wants to do his badges. I can't see him as a manager, to be fair. So, yeah, we'll see how that obviously comes about. Big up everyone tuning in. My brother, come on, bro. We're linked with the Atlanta keeper, and he's good. For sure. Big up morning, mate. Got sent by, big up yourself, Waffle Don, bro. Appreciate you sending him over, man. That's very, very good, bro. Big up yourself into the box. Hope you subscribe and you like the video as well, my guy. Yeah, on at 9 a.m. every single morning for sure. Don, always a pleasure, brother. Still crazy how Arsenal let them Emi Martinez go. Yeah, at the time, man, keeping him over Leno. Keeping Leno over him was crazy, to be fair. But yeah, we definitely need to get a new keeper for sure. obviously some other news as well about Arsenal, man. I see if I can try and get to it. Potentially about Victor Gyökeres. It says Arsenal's transfer deal for Victor Gyökeres at risk of complete collapse. Apparently, it says Arsenal's proposed move to Victor Gyökeres is at risk of falling through after the club's latest talks with Sporting hitting a dead end, according to reports in Portugal. Now, I seen this news dropped. I wasn't really sure if I believed it or not. I feel like, again, it's just kind of mind games by Sporting. Remind me as well never to buy another player from Sporting, man. It's just headache, fam. Like, I've seen how, obviously, he was get treated when, obviously, Spurs tried to get Pedro Porro. Similar kind of thing. Same with Man United with Bruno Fernandes, bro. It's just so stop and start. Like, he's always changing his mind, trying to add an extra thing to try and slow down the deal, man. It's crazy, man. But yeah, it says after a bit of dispute between Gyökeres' agent and the Sporting over a gentleman's agreement, and that obviously threatened to derail Arsenal's pursuit. It seemed like they had a major breakthrough. However, obviously, they're pending for a medical, but it's claimed that Arsenal's discussions have been advancing at pace. We're indeed heading in the right direction. The deal is under threat after breaking down to significant funding and the discrepancies. So, yeah, the report states that Arsenal and Gyökeres camp presented a deal that guaranteed Sporting a fixed sum of 70 million euros, 60 million pounds, plus 10 million euros, 6.95 million pounds in add-ons. However, the dialogue between the three parties hit a roadblock on Monday, and negotiations are at risk of collapsing completely. It is claimed that the disagreement in the question relates to a proposed bonus fee. Sporting are demanding that 10 million pound bonus should contain targets that are easy attainable for Gyökeres, but also are resisting this request as it stands, man. They're trying tooth and leather to try and keep this guy and trying to do every kind of obstacle to make it difficult for sure. The report stresses that all scenarios are still open and public intervention from Gyökeres' entourage or the player himself could become a possibility in the coming hours. Gyökeres has already told Sporting bosses that he would be prepared to go on strike to force his departure and secure a switch to North London. So yeah, man. Listen, I think it's still gonna get done, man. If I'm being honest, but again, just a bit of haggling, man. Just a bit of haggling, man. Big up everyone in the building, man. Man said, let Leonard go. Yeah, Ramsdale as well. Man said, hello, who's reporting this Stevie Wonder? I know, bro. I know. I feel like, again, they're just trying to get content because, again, it's not officially been announced that he's got his medical or whatever. So I think it's just one of those ones where they're just trying to say it's been stalled because it's not been officially announced. But in reality, it's fine. It's just normal procedure, innit? And I reckon it'll still get done and be announced this week, in my opinion, man. But yeah, we'll see for sure. We'll see what happens for sure. But yeah, man, big up the chat, man. Make sure you guys smash up the like button on the video. Man said LOL. Man said 75 mil for Gyökeres with a crying emoji. You bums are in for a good one. Get ready for that reality check. Bro, who are you signing, Mr. Vidic? Where's your new striker? You're going to be having Hoyland up front still. Are you trying to chat to me about my striker? Yeah, forget it, man. You've lost it. You've lost the plot. But I said, what reality check would that be then, Mr. Vidic, sir? There's no way I'm seeing a Vidic bantering. This is what I'm saying, bro. Him and Korean, I don't know what's wrong with these guys, man. They need to read the room. They're not in a position to be doing that. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. But I said, while trying to more. He's trying his hardest, but yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man, it says big up Gunner for Live 82. It says big up Tops. Great stream, bro. Keep up the good work. Hit the likes and some people. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate you with the kind words, Gunner, for Live. And hopefully you're well, bro. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again soon if you obviously have to leave, man. I mean, with all due respect, Vidic, but it's all gun talk from a water pistol. Be happy with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That is crazy, man. Man said Calvert-Liddle as well, you know. Nasty work. Man said Jamie Vardy as well, bro. These are the kind of guys Man United are looking to sign. These free signings, bro. It's madness when you think about it. The team of that stature trying to get these kind of these signings, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Big up everyone tuning in as well. Obviously, a report on Eze too. It says Mikel Arteta sees Eze as the final piece in the jigsaw. However, the Sun Sport, which is obviously a great source, can reveal Arsenal face a major battle to sign the player in the shape of Bayern Munich. So yeah, Bayern Munich and Arsenal trying to go out for Eze. Again, obviously, Elise is at Bayern Munich as well. Malacia just got obviously injured out for 5 or 6 months. So but I could potentially see him going Bayern Munich if Arsenal don't get a move on. So we will have to wait and see what happens with that. That's obviously Mikel Arteta talking about goosebumps. Gary Jesus back on the pitch, back on doing some pitch work, which is obviously good news for him. Is there a potential that he could be sold this summer if he's back on the pitch? Is he going to be ready for the start of the season? I'm pretty sure he won't be. I'm guessing this is going to be part of like maybe a 2 or 3 month plan, maybe a 2 month one. He'll probably be back like September, October, I reckon. But yeah, crazy, man. Obviously, Gary Jacobs says Arsenal will now look to sell fringe players. Those available include Reece Nelson, Zinchenko. Others could depart like Kivior, Fabio Vieira, Sammy Lokonga, and Leandro Trossard. Kyle Hine could also leave as well. So, yeah, there's a couple of players there that could obviously depart too. So that's going to be very interesting as well to see how they actually deal with that as well. If it's going to be a case of them all leaving together in the same window, how much funds would that actually generate for us? Hopefully it's a decent amount, of course, because, again, we could potentially use that to go out some more signings, man. Some more signings, man. Pick up the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Man said, am I mad for saying that Calvert-Lewin would bag more goals in the Prem this season than Gyökeres? Yes, you are absolutely crazy for that, to be fair. You are mad. I'll be honest, man. You are mad, man. You are mad, bro. Because yeah, that's nasty work, man. But on to, obviously, other news and other teams. Newcastle explored record deal for Frankfurt's Ekitike. Obviously, this was made apparent yesterday by David Ornstein. Obviously, Sammy Macabell has written about it as well. He says Newcastle have made a move to sign Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. The 23-year-old scored 15 goals and had 8 assists last season as his side finished third in the Bundesliga. So they're in the Champions League. So sources said that Newcastle are now exploring a potential deal to sign a Frenchman, which would probably cost more than £70 million. Now, if you're spending more than £70 million, that cannot be a backup. That can't be a player that's going to be on the bench. That's going to be, especially for someone like Newcastle, he's going to be probably he'll be their record signing, no? Because I think their record signing is Zach at the minute. I could be wrong. And they got him for 60 plus. So yeah, he would be their record signing, man. And there's no way he's going to be on the bench. I see this as a replacement for Isak personally. He goes on to say, despite the interest in Ekitike, BBC Sport have told Newcastle they have no interest in selling last season's top scorer, Alexander Isak, who has been linked with a move across Europe, including Liverpool. Now, I feel like it's very key that Newcastle have briefed BBC to say that, to not panic Newcastle fans thinking this is the Isak replacement. But I don't know, man. It just seems a bit fishy to me. That's a lot of money to spend on a backup player. Not to say they don't need to obviously get a backup player. They do. But again, man, for a guy that potentially might be on the bench quite a lot of the time, it's a lot of money to be spending, man. He said the Swedish striker, 25, they bought him from Real Sociedad from £63 million, which, again, okay, I'm right. It is currently their record purchase. Ekitike only joined Frankfurt last summer after initial loan spell from Paris Saint-Germain. He's on the contract for another 4 years. Newcastle finished 5th and qualified for the Champions League. Last week, they completed the signing of Alanga for 55 mil, and they look to strengthen their squad elsewhere as well, man. So, yeah, definitely want to have a look out for sure, man. Definitely want to have a look out for sure. But we have to wait and see what happens with that. I personally think they'll sign him and potentially sell Isak probably next season. But we will see. He says, not only are you mad, I would say, pass me what you're smoking. I hear what you're saying in the box, man. These men are moving a bit, man. I can't even lie, bro. Like, yeah, craziness. Absolutely craziness, man. But, yeah, it seems to me for sure that when you look at the likes of Newcastle getting Ekitike, that could be something that's definitely on the cards coming soon, man. So definitely want to have a obviously keep an eye on for sure and to see what they do and to see how that actually travels on into the likes of Isak, and if Liverpool will make a bid for him this summer, because again, they do need a striker. They need to get rid of Nunez as well, so it could potentially be all or nothing for him, man. But yeah, big up everyone that's tuned into the chat, man. Make sure you guys smash up the like button and subscribe to the video. Big up Ryan for the super chat. Big up everyone that's commented as well. I'll be back later on, 6:30. Put your notification bell on. Arsenal and chill. Me and Colin. The cooking will commence, obviously. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in for that. I'm going to redirect to my brother Shane. He's on now talking all things Arsenal. Make sure you go over there, say T-Chanzo Raid, Tops Raid, all that good stuff. But I'll be back at 6:30. You guys, make sure you guys smash the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. I will be back soon, man. Big up, bro. Big up, fella. Nice to meet you, man. Big up into the box. Good to see you in the chat. Hopefully, I see you many more times. I do a stream every morning, 9 a.m., talking all things Arsenal, all things football, as well as a afternoon stream normally at 2 o'clock as well. So, yeah, big up yourself, man, for being involved in the building. Really appreciate you in the chat. And, yeah, I'll catch you, man, at 6:30, man. Don't hate to play at the game. And until then...